All right, guys, check this out. I have a lot of people have been asking me, Demonology, where is your original 2018 Demon? We know you sold the Demon 170, and I want to bring my original 2018 Demon back to the channel. And a lot of people ask me, is the Black Ghost the 2018 Demon? Well, yes and no.
Look, when I'm out here at the track, I don't play about protecting my ride. And I definitely don't play about protecting myself online. That's why I stay strapped with Surfshark VPN. Now check this out. Ever notice flight tickets or hotel prices jumping around just because of where you're searching from? That's called price discrimination. But with Surfshark, I switch my virtual location and I get the best deals every time. No more getting hustled. And of course, the real deal, security. Surfshark keeps your personal info and browsing locked up tighter than a demon on drag radios. No hackers, no snoops, not even your internet provider can see what you're doing. They even got Surfshark Alert. It'll tell you if your personal info ever leaks online. That's like having your own personal tuner watching your back while you race. So quit rolling the dice with your online safety. Hit the link in description, use code Demonology, and you'll get 4 extra months free. And don't stress, it's risk-free with their 30-day money-back guarantee. With blazing fast speeds that would give even my Turbo Twin Demon a run for its money. You won't be disappointed. Stay fast, stay safe, and protect your soul on and off the drag strip with Surfshark VPN.
When it came to designing the Black Ghost, when I raced at Roadkill Nights one year, we had to race with a manual transmission, and I chose the Challenger, but the rules were I couldn't use my 2018 Demon, or I would have made that a manual. So I was able to get a hold of a body in white, and I used the body in white. With that said, it came down to the wire, and I kind of had to take some parts from my 2018 Demon to get the car there at Roadkill Nights. But it would have been a lot easier just to put the engine in this car. But something that I had done to this car earlier, from my mentor, Rod Hetzel, he told me, he said, look, Demonology, take your original engine out of that 2018 Demon before you blow it up, because if you blow up that original engine, it's gonna be hard to sell it and replace it. But I did take his advice. I pulled that engine out. And that engine, I think, has maybe 7,000 miles on it, but I got that engine put up and it's all stored and it's ready to go. But I'm bringing the 2018 Demon back to the channel. Now, why did I get away from the manual transmission and went to the Turbo 400? A lot of people don't know this, but that manual transmission was giving me fits, man, because that HP 90 transmission is a thinking transmission. I mean, I was in a couple of races, and at that time, we didn't have the technology to control the transmission. And what was happening was that the car was going up in a big wheelie, and it was saying, danger, danger, Will Robinson, and it was shutting the throttle body off and bam, smashing the car down. And at that time, nobody could figure it out because they didn't have anything to outthink the transmission at that particular time. So I did what all racers do. I went to the mighty Turbo 400. The Turbo 400 is a non-thinking transmission, and putting the Turbo 400 in the car got me back into the game. Now, like I said, when I changed everything over to the body in white, I just kept some things on the body in white. Now, I borrowed some bumpers, and I got some more bumpers and stuff sent back to me through direct connection. So I got front bumpers and all that stuff from the direct connection. Anyway, let's go. Let me show you my 2018 Dodge Demon and where it's at and the condition that it's in, because we're bringing it back to the channel. All right, guys, so one thing that's gonna give me the ability to bring this vehicle back to the channel is a company that I did a lot of research on, and I was so happy that they were in my own backyard. Applied Torque Solutions. Man, big shout out to Brian and his family from Applied Torque Solution. They are the leader when it comes to HP90 transmissions. I believe Mercedes uses the transmission, and I think BMW uses the transmission. So I reached out to Brian and I told him, look, it's this class that I want to race, this new class. It's called the overdrive class. Now that they've got the shifts figured out, that you can put more power to the HP90 without the computer jumping in, because it is a thinking transmission and shutting the throttle body off on the car. The thing with the overdrive class, I kind of laughed at the guys at first when they came out with it, because they run the 8th mile. Come on, man, it's an overdrive class. You're running the 8th mile. You'll never even get to use the overdrive in the overdrive class. But it makes it to where you don't have to have a lot of safety equipment on the car, because you're in the 8th mile and most people don't go over 150 miles an hour in the 8th mile. Therefore, you don't need a parachute, you don't need certain safety equipment. It's kind of sketchy, but when you're looking at this HP90 transmission right here, I know it's not a lot to look at, right? It looks like an old transmission. Guys, let me tell you how a lot of these transmission companies fool you. They will take an HP90 transmission like this and they will steam the case and make the case look brand new. Bruh, nobody makes a protective case, or should I say, like my Turbo 400 has a reed case in it that's a shatterproof case. Nobody makes a shatterproof case for the HP90. But Brian at Applied Torque Solution, everything, and I mean everything in the internals is all billet. And he makes the billet parts. Man, I've had so much conversation. Oh, Brian doesn't make those parts, Brian. Look, man, I went to the shop. Brian got a shop. It's a shop in Fort Worth where I met Brian at. These dudes race a lot of GTRs, BMWs, Mercedes, and they make the parts for Brian. I went and saw that with my own eyes. Now, one thing that Brian makes that nobody makes, and I've heard a lot of people say, oh man, this person makes that and da-da-da-da. Brian makes the billet input shaft for these transmissions. You know, before I jump back into this game, I really wanted to see who made what. And what I found was that a lot of people was faking the funk. So, meaning it was one company, I'm not gonna mention nobody's name because I don't wanna spoil nobody's pocket. You know, I'm not trying to mess their pocket up, but I'm just telling you like a TI is. One company was actually polishing up the input shaft, and if you looked at it visually with your eyes, you was like, woo, that's shiny, that's billet. It ain't billet. It's a stock input shaft that they done polished up. Remember how I told you that people will polish up the outside of the transmission and make it look pretty? Nah, bro. It ain't, it's, you know, I don't care what nobody says. I have done my research. If you don't believe me, call him. There's number is right there, call him. Brian, his name Brian, call him.
Challenge him. All right? And make sure your people is there to see the game.
Call him and ask him. Everybody knows I'm a Neil Chance guy when it comes to converters, but on this one, I told Brian, I said, Brian, what converter makes these cars do what it do? I'm just gonna have to lean on your knowledge for this. He said, man, you gotta go to Circle D. These guys are down in Houston. I'm gonna be going down there to visit them. Big shout out to Circle D. Let me show y'all what we working with this Circle D converter. Wow, look at that, man. Circle D converter, man. Look at that. There it is right there. Look at that. You see that 8 HP Pro? That's the Pro converter right there, man. And the Black Ghost, guys, I run a Rossler transmission. I don't care what nobody said. Me and Brian even got into this conversation. We got into this discussion, y'all. Brian was like, my transmission is the best. It can hold well up to 2,500 horsepower. It's just as good as a TH400. But this is what you gotta realize. Carl Rossler transmission is in some 5,000 horsepower cars, man. That T8400 is a beast. Everybody know that. I even asked Brian, I said, you think yours can hold 5,000? He said, no, I'm not ready for 5,000 right there, bro. But he said it can hold 2,500 plus all day long. So I'm gonna try to put it to the test. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something in the game that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people in the game, they make parts for other companies. I mean, it just is what it is. Let's say if you had a company and you was making a part, but you could only sell so much, but another company, they needed the part and you would sell them the part. You just rebrand it and you put their name on it. You know, I mean, y'all know, come on, man. Man, I'm talking to grown folks, but this is business, right? A lot of people don't know that, but I'm telling you, man, Brian is making a lot of stuff for a lot of companies. Don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. If you want the best, bow. Anyway, so there's my 2018 Demon. It's getting ready to get back in the game thanks to Applied Torque Solutions and Circle D transmission. My other car will be running my Rossler TH400, but I'm putting this car back together, man. I have everything that I need to get this car. This car is ready to get put back together. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna put it back together yet. Y'all know that, you know, I cut for Baily's Hyperformance. You know, that's my man, Chris Baily. But I got a lot of friends in the game. You know, I'm gonna call Chris and see if he wanna help me put the car back together. Guys, it's gonna be a lot of work to get this car put back together. And if he can't jump in and do it, I understand. Cause Chris Baily's hands are full, guys. If you want your car done right, y'all go see my man, Chris Baily's at Baily's Hyperformance. But you know, I got partners in the game. My one mechanic that been with me from day one, Little Wheezy. He's over at Gearheads Performance, and me, Wheezy, and Travis, we get down like 4 flat tires because we go back a long ways away. So if Chris Baily not gonna be able to do it because he got 1,000 things going on, and I understand, then I'm gonna have to talk to Wheezy. If Wheezy can't do it, then I'll go see my man at TX Elite. He's the one that put in my front cradle and helped me redo my rear suspension on my car. So I'll probably go see Brian. If I can't do it with Brian, Travis Tucker is always there for me. That's my man. Tucker Racing. We'll just have to wrench it and start turning wrenches, man, because I want to go race at Popeye Sailorman's overdrive race, and I gotta have an overdrive car. So that means the 2018 has got to come back together. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but I got a new engine that's coming, and that's coming from LME, late model engines. Man, LME is the best when it comes to putting race engines together, guys. Big shout out to Dart and Race Winning Brands. They sponsored me with one of the brand new Dart blocks. That engine is gonna go into the Black Ghost, and the engine that's in the Black Ghost is gonna come back over here. Guys, what do you think? I fell in love with turbos. I ran turbos. Dwayne Biddle been telling me turbo, turbo, turbo. I was supercharger. Man, HPT sent me a set of turbos that's cold-blooded, y'all. Should I turbo to 2018 or should I supercharge it? Man, I just think I'm turboing the car, man. It just is what it is, because the turbos make power effortlessly and they keep it together. Anyway, guys, hey guys, don't forget that at the end of this month, I have a big race going down. It's the Big Showdown. It's the first time I've done it outside of Texas. It's gonna be at Rockingham in North Carolina. Man, I'm coming in there to snatch some souls. I'm coming for the baddest man on the East Coast himself, Boots Doctor himself. I call Boots Doctor the Turtle because he's slow to me. So Luke Cage, I'm a big fan of Luke Cage, man. I've been following Boots Doctor forever. The thing I love about Boosty is that not only is he a racer, he's a mechanic, and he's also the tuner of his car. And he's getting down with that 3V engine. Man, Boots Doctor is a beast, but I'm coming to get him on his home turf. I'm tired of Boots Doctor walking around talking about he bad. We're gonna see how bad he is when the Soul Snatchers show up. Anyway, man, let me get on off of here, man. I gotta get this car together and get it ready to rumble. Anyway, man, I'm Demonology. You know what we doing with Applied Torque Solutions, snatching souls, baby. Y'all holler at my man, Brian. Don't believe the hype. He's the real deal. Peace. We out.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also click the bell. Check out the videos up at the top, and if you get a chance, check out our merch store. Peace.